on Geneva Island and everybody is waking up. We're nearing the end of the experience, so that means that there's not going to be too many new islanders coming in. Everybody's trying to wrap up their relationships, including Jasmine and Justin. Justin has been very depressed about Jasmine for these last couple of days, but she's here trying to talk it through with him, and he's letting her know that she's the only person that he has eyes for. So Jasmine decides to tell Rowan the same thing about Justin. And Rowan's totally fine with it. He goes and he takes a swim and he relaxes and enjoys himself as he usually does. It's a really hot day today, so all the other islanders are going to decide to take a dip as well. Just enjoy their time together. It's nearing the end and they all know this. You know, it's been a wild ride. Autumn and Judy are still BFFs. And since Jasmine wrapped things up with Rowan earlier, Justin is deciding to do the same thing with Judy. And he's asking her to just be friends, which at first she doesn't really care, but then she seems to be surprisingly upset by it. And since Sean left last night, that means that we have another islander arriving, and her name is Samora Rocky. She's 23, she's a party animal, she's childish, a Gemini, and very devious. She's excited to be here, she likes to make friends, but she's a little bit nervous because she has embarrassed herself before at parties. So first up, she's meeting Rowan and she thinks that he is unreliable, and he's not really into her either. He thinks that she's a little egocentric. So the next person that she's going to text to see is going to be Justin. And he's going to come in and give his funny little greeting, and she finds him very hilarious. And he finds her extremely attracted. So even though he told Jasmine a couple of things this morning, we're seeing that maybe he's not really serious about that, and he's flirting with her. Finally, we have Darian, who has to meet Samara, and he's going to come up and say hello respectfully because he's pursuing Autumn, of course. And she just thinks that he's a really good person, very reasonable. And even though they don't really like each other in that way, they're still gonna get along with each other because she's a party animal. She gets along with everybody usually. So now she's meeting all of the girls, and all of the girls seem to like her. She's seen Autumn, and she knows that Autumn is very strong-willed. So now they're all just getting to know her better. And Darian is going to be shooting his shot with Autumn because he actually wants to make Autumn his girlfriend. But he knows that if he asks her right now, the chances of her saying yes are slim. Only because Sean just left yesterday and he knows that it was hard for her, that whole experience with him. So he's going to take it slow. Then this evening, the Islanders have decided to enjoy the fire pits and get to know Samara a little bit more. Jasmine and Justin are together, and Autumn is deciding to join in as well. And Darian is still grafting her all day. He's been working his charm with her. And it seems that as soon as Jasmine leaves, Justin is actually going after Samara too. So it's a little bit shady on the side, but you know how it is here at Geneva Island. There's a lot of drama all the time. You never know what's going to happen next. Even if they say one thing, they don't necessarily mean it. So let's see what happens tomorrow.